It only took 3 weeks to finally do this. Yo guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Booty Boy Wrestling Fan Interview. Today I'm joined by my very special guest for a special round 3 edition of her very own interview. The lovely Big Juicy, aka, well now you can be known as Little Juicy, Sippy Cup. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, first off, congratulations on all the workouts that you've been doing. You definitely look great compared to a year ago. I mean, you look great a year ago, but you look even better. Like whole
No,
new
I,
you.
I get it. I get it. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's definitely a lot of work.
Now, the fans and we would like to know what have you been doing differently to get in shape and lose all this weight.
So basically, the world shut down and everyone was pretty much at home. And I finally hit that point back in July and I was like, this isn't working for me. I got to do something different. So what ended up happening was this girlfriend that I went to high school with, she started her own remote personal training business. So little plug here for AP Fitness. She started her own remote personal training business through an app, and she would send you workouts and videos of everything. And I was like, hey, I'm home. I've got time. Why not? So I signed up for her program, and then that mixed in with getting back into the ring and working out on my own, and finally, you know, not ordering Domino's whenever I want, has kind of helped me get back to where I need to be.
Now, it's actually funny that you mentioned Domino's because, I mean, you used to have a show on Facebook Live called The Juice Bar.
I
First,
did.
there's a two-part question. What happened in the Juice Bar? And during one of your episodes, like at the very beginning of the Juice Bar, there was a Domino's delivery order. Is that for you?
Oh, the fact that you remember that is insane. No,
Thank you. I
that
have
delivery.
such a good memory.
So first of all, that Domino's delivery was not for me. It was for my upstairs neighbors. But that was very, very awkward. And I totally forgot all about that. So that's hysterical. And second of all, wait, what was it? Or I mean, I answered the second part first.
What
What
happened to
was
the
the
Juice
first part?
Bar?
Oh, yeah, yeah, sorry. Basically the juice bar, I kind of fell off the wagon, to be honest. I started doing a lot more on the weekends, and I was working out, and then I'd have to do adult life and, take care of cleaning and cooking and errands and keeping up with my house because that's what you do when you live on your own. And it's terrible.
What a boring life
So
being an adult.
being an adult, it's the worst. The worst. I don't recommend it. 10 out of 10, don't recommend.
Now, what are you sipping on today? Is that water? Is it apple juice, fruit punch? What is it?
No, it's just plain
Pre-workout?
water.
Oh.
No, I already have my pre-workout. I actually didn't want to chug my gallon on camera, so I poured it into a nice cup for you lovely people.
Well, we appreciate that. The fans appreciate that.
The little things.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what counts, especially in these hard times.
Hard, hard times.
Now, last time we talked, it was in May. I think it was May. So, about, my math is terrible. We'll just go with 7 months. I think it's 7
I'll
months.
take it. I'm not going to count.
um, Now, you were still a singles competitor, and obviously wrestling really wasn't a thing. Like, it was a thing, but hardly you could find it anywhere. And back in August, you won your first ever championship at Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Tell us what that was like.
That was a wild ride. Definitely wasn't expecting to get such a great opportunity. I started that whole journey with a qualifying match that turned into another match because I picked up the win for the qualifier. Then it ended up being a triple threat three-way with myself, the Baroness, and Dajé Simone. And to go over to Blood, Sweat, and Tears and kind of have my storyline with Dajé kind of going because it had been established at Shut Up and Wrestle. It was really cool, and I definitely just a moment of like, wow, pinch me. Is this real? Like getting an opportunity, coming away victorious. Like, who knew someone that, has only been doing this for 2 years could get an opportunity like that? So it's definitely eye-opening and definitely very humbling at the same time.
Now,
it's over there.
Wow. Hey, at least it's on the top shelf.
Yeah, I didn't want my cat to get to it, Gotta keep it safe.
Now, how many defenses have you had so far?
None actually. I started going down to Blood, Sweat, and Tears in August. We had 2 shows back-to-back weekends in August, and then we didn't run again until October. And I haven't had any defenses yet, so I would love to have some, but the world hasn't allowed for it, unfortunately.
So is COVID helping you become one of the longest reigning Blood, Sweat, and Tears champions?
Okay. Let's not bring it that route. I would be happy to defend my title at any point. Restrictions and safety and health and corona.
There's a thing in life called 24/7 where, like, you're the champion, so, like, you could make your own rules for it. 24/7 championship.
I don't know. I have to talk to Blood, Sweat, Tears about that one. Submit your idea.
The fan box of...
Yeah, just send a little DM.
Now, because of wrestling and COVID, they're not on the same page. It's like a bad dating relationship between the two. Not a good match. And would you say that your last match was in October then, of winning that belt? I feel bad because I said in August, but we'll say you won it in August because, like, it makes you look the longer champion. So. I'm putting you over on the show.
All right, perfect. Okay, so what was the question?
Oh, well, the question was, like, what have you been doing? Have you been thinking about traveling to places like Maine for, like, the road, or you were booked for a show a couple weeks ago and then we never saw you there? I flew on a helicopter. No, I didn't. I wish, but...
I mean, I now, given the current state of everything, like, events are just starting to have actual audiences again. There's a lot of pre-recorded content, like you said, like the episodes of The Road that come out for Limitless. I would love to take any and every opportunity I could right now, because to work is to work right now. Like, nothing's guaranteed right now. It's nothing set in stone, because events get scheduled and then they get canceled because something happened. So anything and everything I'd be willing to do in a heartbeat, because I miss crowds, I miss wrestling, I just miss it all.
Now, are you ever gonna... So obviously you talked about the juice bar and you fell off the wagon for it. Have you ever thought of maybe bringing it back, but changing it instead of the juice bar, Juicy Fitness, or something that has to do with fitness stuff to do, like your workouts? Everyone can see on your Instagram story about you're always working out pretty much every day, which props to you. Congratulations on that.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and claim, like, I know how to work out the right way. Like, I've reached out to, my trainer at the combine, and I've also reached out and gotten resources through my friend that runs AP Fitness. So I'm not going to sit here and say I've got the magic formula. So I probably would not rename the juice bar Juicy Fitness or have fitness segments by any means. But I mean, I probably should pick up the juice bar again. I kind of left everyone hanging.
How's the deck of cards workout going for you? You still doing that?
Oh God, I haven't done that in a while. Probably since the last time you made me go live. Which was wild and crazy, and I remember my phone kept turning off because it was overheating in the sun. That was a great time. Technology's the best. But I cannot say I've done the deck of cards workout probably since June.
Wow.
But
You're
I'm
really
still
falling
working
off
out.
here.
I'm still working out. I'm still
That's
working
true.
out.
Now, you started building your own home gym. Tell us what you have for equipment and what made you decide to do that.
Pretty much I wanted to be able to work out whenever, if in case, gyms got shut down again, or we're in the winter right now, so inclement weather, but I do have an SUV now, so I can drive pretty much in anything. But I kind of just wanted to, have it there if I was feeling lazy and didn't want to drive to the gym. I still had stuff at home I could do, right? So I decided to ask Santa for an adjustable weight bench and some sets of weights, which actually turned into this adjustable set of dumbbells that you can just add plates to the sides and you screw on the buffers at the end so everything stays on. And slowly but surely, I'm able to get a little more equipment in there again. Living in an apartment versus having a house, I'd probably be able to set up a bigger gym, but I've got a bench, I've got some weights, I've got some bands. I might look into getting an air bike for some cardio, but it's coming along. It gets the job done.
Now, one thing that you post on your social media a lot is you meal prep, but while you meal prep, you like to dance, and your dance moves need a little bit of work. Ever thought? Just kidding, just kidding. Um, so if wrestling doesn't work out, are you going to be the next dancer, like America's Got Talent? If you retire, like America's Got Talent, Juicy's Got Talent, that's what it should be called. Just an idea.
I mean, yes. Okay, for clarification purposes, meal prepping for two people takes a lot of work and a lot of time. So to cook all the vegetables, cook all the proteins. I mean, I got lazy and got microwavable rice. But to get
Everyone does it.
everything
I've done
done,
it before.
okay, see, like it happens. Just pop it in for 90 seconds versus making a huge pot of rice.
And then you gotta clean the pot after.
No, it's the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. My father told me that motto my entire life, and I will still live by it. Not saying that calling people stupid is nice, but it's just a motto I grew up on. But yeah, I dance around my kitchen. I get a little stir crazy when I'm cooking for like 2-3 hours on end. But no, I don't say that I see myself hanging up wrestling anytime soon to pursue like online TikTok dance. Yeah, no. I'm okay with that.
Now, is there any promotion? I mean, a lot of places in the world, like Limitless, for example. Trying to think what else. Beyond, they do a couple of shows every once in a while on the IWTV network.
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought about going to some places during the pandemic?
I would love to. I mean, I'd love to go up to Limitless and do some stuff for the road or things that get aired on IWTV. I mean, it's just more exposure, more networking, which is never a bad thing. So I guess if anyone sees this could be a shameless plug. Hit me up. I'll come work for you. Yeah, I'm down to get anything and everything going right now. So
Now, one thing, back to your weight loss journey. You posted a picture the other day, and we talked about this before we started recording. You do not fit in your wrestling singlet anymore. Tell us about that and what's good. What's the plan now? Are you getting new gear altogether, or you have to get it redesigned? What's the plan?
yeah, I was cleaning through my gear and kind of cleaning up from the previous weekend's worth of work, and I found my first singlet, not my colorful checkerboard one, but the first one that I debuted in and I worked in for a while, and yeah, doesn't fit. You could probably fit 1.5 of me in there now, which is crazy to even say out loud. Um, but no, that original gear is just for the memories. It's, tucked in the closet. That's going to be staying away. I did just get my checkerboard bright color singlet actually altered a couple weeks ago because that was even starting to get too big. And I have actually been in contact with a new gear designer to get another set of gear made. So hopefully this one will last me a little bit longer than the others did.
Any like tips or like surprises that you could tell us about the new gear design?
I mean, gonna be bright. It's gonna be bold. And there'll probably be some animal print at some point.
Have you ever thought of maybe making having a gear design with your past opponents that you've either beaten, like the Baronos, Simone, Daje Simone, I think that's her name.
Yes.
I mean, you beat both of them to win your championship. Like maybe you put them on the side and like have their eyes crossed out or something. Like just saying.
That's a little vicious. It's a little savage. I don't know if I'm that there yet.
Now, do you like being a face in wrestling? Because you've been a face your whole career, pretty much.
I mean, pulling back the curtain, I'm a big, doofy, loud, outgoing, like, I am so extroverted that being a face and given my gimmick and kind of the character that I've started to develop, it kind of just fits who I am. Would I love someday to get, maybe that heel mentality down and be able to go for a character switch? I mean, if it's in the cards or if I ever got booked somewhere reliably where they built a storyline around some type of turn, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. But I mean, I'm pretty comfortable kind of being in my own skin with, being that loud and over the top personality. So I'd say I'm fairly well suited for the face role than the heel.
Now, our next topic is a thing that we're both on, the fan roundtable, Stirring the Pot, hosted by Don Kincaid. I'm the rep, roundtable executive producer. And a couple months ago, I came up with a great idea of the Fan Roundtable Awards show. And there are some awards on that. We're going to get into the last award after this. But you ended up winning an award. I mean, 4 of us did, actually. It was me, Camera Lady, you, and Cody Lee for the Best Moment Award. And it was Chops a Lot. That episode where it wasn't supposed to happen, but it ended up being a great episode. Any thoughts on winning that award? I think it was just a medal, or I think it was a fish. I don't remember.
A fish? I mean, I didn't get my award.
The only person that got his award is Dawn, which we'll talk about this award in a second.
Do we have like 4-way custody of this said award?
No, it's just gonna. You can put it right next to your title on top of that show.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for a chop award. Well, you mean I guess it was just a good one that I just happened to get lucky on because it's not like I throw many chops. So I got lucky.
You receive a lot of chops though. And yeah. Now, the next question of it's going to stay on the topic of the Roundtable Award show. The final award of the night went to Don, the Best Host Award.
Yeah.
When I revealed the trophy, which everyone should know what I'm talking about, it was a golden penis. Yeah, it was a golden penis that said World Champion on it. Everyone was laughing at that, but you were in shock. Tell the fans of why you were in shock from seeing that award.
I wasn't ready.
It's like that Vine.
Not Vine. She wasn't ready. Wasn't ready to just see a golden schlong up on a little plaque being presented to one Don Kincaid. So I mean, the shock value and reaction was very real.
Yeah, that wasn't planned. I think some people thought it was planned. No one knew the awards. I mean, Don knew a couple of them, but not where they were going to go.
I mean, you do what you got to do, man. Yeah.
Now, one of your matches against the let's see
Baroness?
this, Baroness, yes. You gave her a black eye, and in return, she gave you a black eye, I think, right? Or a busted up nose? I don't, right?
I had the black eye.
Oh, yeah, and then you hurt her eye, but
It was just a contact thing, I think, that had happened. Yeah.
would you say that was one of the worst injuries that you've had besides your dislocated finger?
Yeah, that was pretty rough. I had never gotten a black eye before, so I could not see out of it the next day. It was swollen shut. I looked pretty goofy, but I will say the one cool thing, and I'm glad that I did this, but I kind of documented what it looked like from like the night it happened to the day it finally looked normal again. And it took a long time. Like I thought it took a long time. Maybe that's just because it was my first black eye. Got some interesting looks. Definitely had some people in my life, coworkers or whoever, be like, "Are you okay?" But we worked through it. We did a lot of icing and a lot of. I don't think I wrestled for like a week after that, just because I didn't re-injure it, or I just for a while felt very off. I got concussion tested and wasn't concussed, but I still felt off for a little while. So I didn't wrestle for about a week after that, but definitely, I mean, black eye at first was worse than my broken thumb, but my broken thumb was much more inconvenient because it was on my dominant hand. So doing work and life in general was extremely difficult.
Adulting, once again.
Adulting, it always comes down to that damn adulting.
Now, before you worked out, I mean, I think most people they take like pre-workout, protein powder, and one wrestler that was on my show a couple months ago, back in October, Delmy XO, she does the Delmy dry scoop, which you've started doing. Um, Tell us about that. Like, are you used to it now? I mean, the first couple times you didn't like it,
Oh
if I recall.
boy. Yes, I tried to do the dummy dry scoop and I was like, yep, cheers, paying homage to the homegirl. And yeah, no, didn't know that she took a swig of water first and then down the hatch. I just went in with a full scoop and was like, it kind of spit it out into my sink of dishes, which I was really mad at myself. I spit it into the clean side and not the dirty side. And I had just done dishes like 2 hours prior to that, so that was really upsetting. No, I am not an avid dry scooper. I think it's for mine and everyone else's best interest that I don't, so I don't choke. Um, I don't really use a shaker bottle for my pre-workout. I got one of those little handy dandy hand whisks. You know, the ones you could just like, it's like a milk frother. So it's
What? I
probably
don't even know what that is.
oh boy. All right, well you have some homework. Go look up what a hand whisk or milk frother is.
I know what a
It's a
whisk
little
is. Like you gotta like whisk it
so
for
they
a
have
biscuit. I don't know. That rhymes.
whisk it for the biscuit.
Yeah, that rhymes.
Whisk it for the biscuit. That make that just start that trending. Whisk it for the biscuit. Um. So, ooh. Okay. Anyway, so they have electronic ones that it's like there's like a little circular thing at the bottom that has mix, and then it gets smaller, and then there's a handheld part that you push a button and it'll whisk and mix for you. I tend to use that now instead of my shaker bottles for my pre-workout consumption.
Huh.
I
Interesting.
would I would go get it in my kitchen, but that's a lot of work.
Do it. Do it. No, it's fine. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Would you really like me to? All right, I will.
Yes, because I'm curious
All
about.
right, I will go get the hand mixer. Oh my God, I almost tripped. All right, here we go. Hang on.
I like how we can still hear you because you have AirPods in.
I know. You can hear me running through my house. You can hear my slippers on the carpet. Oh boy, this is something.
That wasn't that long.
No,
you made it seem
a
so
hand
much more.
whisker.
Oh! Oh, so it's an electric thing.
Yeah, so you this is like the stuff that mixes it, and then it spins when you press the button.
Oh, I've seen those before.
Yeah. So now that we all know what I'm pretty sure it's like some people call them milk frothers if you use it to make your coffee and your like espresso beverages, but that's
Why
not
didn't
what I
you
use
just
mine
say it
for.
was an electric whisker? Like why? It was so much work that didn't have to be done. But
Oh, okay, I guess it's my fault now.
no, it's fine. Good. If you hear anything in the background, it's my older brother Dylan, who we all know who he is. So yeah. Next question. I'll wait for it to pass. Okay, I think we're good now. Now what products do you use for your pre-workout?
I've been kind of doing a little bit of jumping around. I haven't really found one that I'm 100% committed to yet. I've used a little bit of the what was it? Pre-gym brand pre-workout. I've also used Goats.
I've heard of
And
Ghosts.
I've also used, what do I have right now? I have Redcon 1 Total War.
I feel like
That one's
everyone
pretty good.
uses that.
A lot of people, it's pretty common. I got it when I'm just using the last of it right now only because when I went to GNC, they did not have the pre-gym pre-workout at the time, so I jumped to Redcon. But yeah, no, so I haven't solidified like this is my go-to brand sponsor. Like I haven't done that, but I mean, I definitely need the pre-workout. I'll say that because when you're really not motivated, but you got to get the damn thing done, you get that pre-workout with the what is it called in it? Beta alanine or alanine, something like that. It gives you the itchy scratchies.
BCAA. There's so many words in pre-workout and powder stuff.
There's a lot of things, but there's one thing where if it's in there, you're getting those itchy scratchies and you're getting ready to go. So, no motivation in powder form.
No, I definitely want to go back a little bit back. So, you definitely not have to do well. It doesn't sound like you're gonna have the juice fitness come to life, but you also do a lot of carpool karaoke on your
I
Instagram.
do.
Ever thought of doing a live carpool karaoke?
A live car? Well, I mean, it depends on how long I'm driving for and where I go to. I mean, I could maybe on my next road trip.
Yeah,
So
the fans want the juice bar back, but
I know I'm terrible.
you're gonna have a protest outside your house and like outside the shows. Bring back the juice bar.
I know. I fell off the bandwagon. The juice bar was invented to still be able to connect with fans and kind of have that reach out because the shows weren't happening due to the pandemic. So I hopped on live one day and decided to talk at people. They talked back, well, they commented back. And that's how that happened. And it just kept evolving until events started coming up slowly. Life started getting a little bit more hectic with scheduling, and I kind of just fell off.
And then you don't even read my comments, so.
I did read your comments, and half the time my comments weren't turned on.
Oh yeah, that's what explains the whole situation then.
With technology, I've made this clear multiple times.
At least you're like you're a wrestler and you weren't like a technology person. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stick to the wrestling and dancing.
Technology is not in the job description always when talking about wrestling.
Now, oh, brain fart. I just thought of something and then I forgot it. Oh, here it is. I came up with an idea for your next piece of merch. It's not shirts, it's not pins or stickers or anything like that. Actual big juicy juice boxes. And I did send you the picture of it.
I will be right back.
Oh, did you bring it to life?
Wait.
Oh, can't wait.
Listen, you didn't tell me I was going to need props and things, and now I feel all unprepared.
That's what happens on these shows. No
I
one should ever be
know.
prepared. It's fun where you just go with the flow, you know?
It's organic, I guess. Then you do the hands thing. It's not working because of the glare.
Whoa!
But
And those are real? Like you have a whole like shop in your basement? There's people making those all day?
yeah!
When will those be in stock?
At a show near you.
Now, I do have a couple questions about that.
Okay.
Are those stickers to put on bottles, or are you actually selling
I'm not
juice?
telling my secret!
It looks so real. Like, that's why I want to know.
How many licks will it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? The world may never know.
Actually, it will be like, I think, at least 100 licks. That's when you can get to the center.
Marshall say 3, but that's because he bit it.
Yeah. That's like a thing that no one will ever find out, now that you brought that up. The things that you bring up with an interview with Big Juicy.
I just, it's never ending. And who would really sit there and watch someone just lick a Tootsie Pop to see how many times?
I mean, like, yeah, it's not like it's melting. Like, if it's like an ice pop or something, like when you have an ice popsicle, they melt because they're cold.
Yeah.
And then also, like, that's just what they do when you're eating like a regular pop. They don't do anything. It's just there.
It's pretty uneventful.
Do you have any advice for people that are looking to lose weight and are inspired by your weight loss journey?
It's gonna sound so generic and so like, oh, that's what everyone says. No putting it off. Like, if you want to do it, just do it. I sound like Nike right now. Okay, I said just do it. Oh boy, here we go, talking about brands again.
Uh-oh. You're gonna have a cease and desist.
No. I'm just quoting you. I'm not claiming it as my own. But want to do something and you've made your mind up about it, if it's looking to lose weight first to be a certain size or just feeling better and taking care of your general health, just truly just do it. Because saying, oh, I'll start next week, oh, I'll start after the holidays, oh, I'll start when life calms down. We all thought life was going to calm down, and then we got hit with a pandemic. You never know. You're not ever guaranteed a set time to get something done in life. So if you want to make that journey and you want to start that process today, start it and just take it step by step. It doesn't happen like that. And I think that's where a lot of people get discouraged, is they're not seeing results as fast as they want to, or
Results don't happen overnight, people. You have to understand that.
correct. And or people don't go about it the right way. They don't seek help from someone who, who has gone to school to do this and train people, or they don't go and talk to a dietitian or a nutritionist, or they just go based off what they see online or have seen other people do. Well, each person's body works differently, so you have to do what works for your body, and you have to be healthy about it, because quick results also get gained back faster. So just do it one day at a time. Take it one workout at a time, one meal at a time. Rome wasn't built overnight, and neither will your fitness journey, So just,
I believe Rome wasn't built in a day, not
what did I
overnight.
say? overnight, a
Yeah, Rome
day.
wasn't built in a night.
I've never been.
Too many bumps.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. But regardless, I know I'm misquoting things. I do it all the time. I mess up on my words a lot.
And this is why you can never be a heel.
It just word vomit. Uh, but yes, just put your mind to it. Set small goals. Don't go, I want to lose X amount of weight by this time. Like, if it happens, great. If it doesn't, but you're still making progress and you can feel the change and you can wholeheartedly say that you're putting your best foot forward. That's how I've been approaching my journey, and that's how I continue to approach it. I'm not looking for a number. It's not about being a certain size or losing a certain amount of weight. Good. And does it feel good for my body and what I do? Absolutely. But I'm not letting a number define me. So that would be my biggest, I just stepped up on my soapbox and preached the word of weight loss to whoever's watching this. And, if you want to do it, go for it. If you need help, seek it. If you need someone to talk to about the good, the bad, and the ugly, I could be a person if you need help. Not going to say I know what I'm doing, but I'm good at listening. So you can do it.
Now, you didn't even take holidays off. You worked out on Christmas, Christmas Eve, and Thanksgiving this past year. Talk to us about that. What made you make that decision?
I am now just a creature of habits. I hate changes of routine. Once I set a schedule or a routine for myself, I kind of just make it happen. I worked out on Thanksgiving. I don't think I did. I work out on Christmas. I might have worked out on Christmas Eve. I don't think I worked out Christmas Day. No, that was asking too much. But yes, I worked out on Thanksgiving because my trainer from the online remote personal training business I was talking about, she is local to Westfield and she was coming home for the holidays. She had a pop-up boot camp, so I went to that before I engorged myself in all this great comfort food that I probably regretted the next day. But and that's the thing too. You can have those moments. Is my diet 100% clean all the time? No, I post on my Instagram story how I eat a pint of ice cream to the face sometimes. I mean, it's all about moderation. You can still have days, and I mean, not even full days. You can have cheat meals. You can have little things here and there, but it's moderation. So I do it.
Now, is there anything that you like to promote on this interview?
What I would like to promote. I mean, I've already kind of given her a little plug here, but check her out on, I don't know if she has a Facebook page. I think she does. AP Fitness. I know she's definitely present on Instagram. And check her out if she's on Facebook. I can't remember if she has a Facebook page or not. But check out AP Fitness, Ashley Pachulis. Huge shout out. She makes everything so user friendly. She teaches you nutrition. She helps you make healthy habits and routines for yourself. Check her out. I mean, and then just plug in. Oh, I will plug Kevin Landry's Shut Up and Wrestle. That is getting up and running again as of this month in hold on, look at my calendar. 2 weeks from now, actually. I had to do math, okay? 2 weeks from now, we will have a live event. The first one since last March, so almost a year, which is crazy to say that out loud. But yes, we will start with those series again. So check them out. Look at the Shut Up and Wrestle Facebook page or the Kevin Landry Pro Wrestling Combine Facebook page for updates and details on those upcoming shows as well. And then, I mean, I could always throw a plug out for myself. Follow me on social media. I am on Twitter, Instagram, and I have a Facebook page. and I think everything that you look me up on is the same. It's Big Juicy with 3 Y's and not one because it's Big Juicy with 1 Y was taken, so I added 2 more.
So is Big Juicy with 2 Y's taken as well?
Yes, so it's ITSBIGJUICYYY.
Cool.
I'm afraid I was gonna spell that wrong. Good thing I didn't.
Is there anything that you'd like to ask me on this interview before we close it down?
Before we shut it down, flip the script. I know you said you have a goal for yourself and how many interviews you would like to hit this coming year. But is there a particular interview in mind that you would like to check off that list with that number?
If I can get to 50, my 50th guest this year, because I would only have to do 10 more after that. I'm still hoping to get a round 2 with Ethan Page, but we all know that he died on Impact Wrestling, unfortunately. So, yeah, I don't know. Still hoping for John Cena to respond to my DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was funny because your last interview, your round 2 interview, was on that same day that John Cena followed me.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see.
What an eventful day that was.
Yeah. Who have I been trying to get an interview with? I really want to interview Randy Carver from Limitless, and he never responds to my messages. He never even sees them either, but, I put it out in the universe live on camera. Hopefully someone out there will send this to him.
Or
he will see this. So, yeah.
Maybe.
But yes, 60 interviews, and then I was challenged to do 160 by Jake Olay, which I don't even know. I don't know. We're going to get to 60 first. That's the main goal. Then we'll see. If we can get to 100, that'll be awesome. But 60...
One interview at a time.
Yep, that's all it is. Especially now, I'll never be like Don Kincaid when he did, 100 interviews in 5 weeks, almost 4 or 5 interviews a day. So
that man does not sleep. Sleep. I'm convinced.
Yeah, he sleeps like a bat. He sleeps during the day, and then at night he opens his wings. Yeah, and it was also easier to do interviews back then because COVID. No one really knew what to do, and now with the world sort of coming back to normal, it's hard to get them. So it is what it is. Well, anyway, thank you for your time today. I really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow her on all the social medias. Buy her merchandise. Stay tuned for those juice bottles, whatever those were. I'm excited about those now. And, yeah, there it is right there. We'll see you guys in the next interview.